Hi, my name is Noah Flanders, and this is my comprehensive project. To start off, in my eyes, the project could not have gone any better for things within our control. From the very beginning to the very end, we stayed in close contact with the administrators and higher-ups at the church, and every time we were getting compliments on how happy they were with us doing this for them, they were extremely appreciative of our work. The only issues we had were with things out of our control, like one day we had to reschedule because of a pop-up event that the church had. Um, and this wasn't like we drove there and then learned. They told us, I think, a day ahead of time, which did not impact our timeline much at all. Um, our budget overview. So to keep up with rising costs and not have to stress messing up installation, which is a very common thing even after years of experience. My father's always set the price of the job to be 3x of the price of materials. Um, on initially seeing this might seem somewhat high, but messing up installation is extremely common and it can throw off your margins significantly. You're dealing with really expensive material, and it's a very common thing, so you have to account for it within your cost. As you can see, the square footage needed for film and costs, we have everything totaled out. The total material cost for film was $5,600. The total safety attachment for this job was $2,600. Combined, that's $8,200 with our margins 3x, that's $24,600. And that's what we charge the customer. The schedule overview. So in all honesty, the executives at the church have likely been the best commercial customers we could have asked for. They have been extremely responsive and make planning and scheduling a breeze. Often with commercial jobs, this is not what you expect. With commercial jobs, you expect there to be a chain of command, and you talk to a guy near the bottom and he has to run it up the line to people that are higher than him and make more decisions than him. And that process takes a long time. With the church, we were able to talk directly to the people in charge, and they agreed on almost every decision almost immediately and made scheduling everything and getting everything done super easy. The biggest risks for this job, at first the customers themselves have the potential to be a big risk, but I mean after talking to the church and seeing how they organize themselves, they aren't even the slightest risk. But our biggest risks when being in the field are running or ruining a piece of film. That is the most common and did happen, I think, on 2 windows, but that was priced for and accommodated for in the pricing. Ruining a portion of the safety attachment, I think we might have used a couple feet too much and had to get rid of a couple feet, but that's also expected and priced for. Scratching the surface of the glass when cleaning the window. It can happen if you're not careful, but we were very observant and we did not break or scratch any glass. Technology used, we did not really use any or much technology at all. We use QuickBooks Online, but we use that for the estimate and the invoice. Other than that, we used old-fashioned phone calls and messaging to keep in contact with the team at the church. The biggest takeaways from this job have really been that communication is key. When both ends communicate properly, everything can get planned and scheduled extremely easily. Even if the job took 2 times as long to complete, it would have been completely fine with effective communicating and making sure the customer is always up to date on everything. And we always made sure that the customer's needs came first.